early January, Cabrillo became ill. His right arm was swollen and green, and his voice was delirious.
His life had been placed at risk many, many times. He had lived a life of enormous adventure, but also great violence. It was just the last risk in a life of a lot of risk-taking, and he finally found a gamble he lost. Cabrillo sailed into San Diego Bay on September 28, 1542. By the very beginning of 1543, he was dead.
It seems most logical that he might have been buried on San Miguel, but it takes a while for gangrene to actually kill somebody, so they were cruising the Channel Islands, and that's one of the mysteries that remains out there. It'd be something to find Cabrillo's grave.
We all understand that the first meetings throughout this country between your ancestors and mine was a tragic one. But those are times that have gone by. And with this century is a new time. This is a new time for partnerships. It's a new time to integrate and to learn from one another.
The San Salvador has been very shy about getting into the water. We think today we have coaxed the San Salvador into getting its feet wet.
Very proud as a San Diegan too, and we're going to have it in our bay apparently for history.
It's overwhelming to see the 19,000 hours of volunteer time that has been devoted, and you see it captured in one moment.
I want to swashbuckle across the deck, and it would fulfill a lifelong dream.
We're trying to say who we are by saying where we came from. That's a primordial thing, and I confess I wasn't sure it would work when we started, but we're standing on evidence that does mean something to some people.
If you have a story to tell, what's the best way to represent it? And frequently it is with an artifact or an object, something people can touch, they can smell. Children spending overnight on this vessel smell the salt, they feel the ocean move.
We learn about our California history usually in 5th grade, and Cabrillo was one of the names, and then we promptly forgot it, and then we see it on all of the streets and schools and avenues around the state, and now it's going to put something behind that name.
If there was a written tradition to leave that survived, that would be extremely interesting, because we would have the other side of what first contact looked like. What we do have, though, is the petroglyph that we've identified and documented out in the Jacumba National Wilderness, which is one of the most rare works of art in all of the human inventory of art, and that is an authentic representation of first contact. Then that predates every known image of a recorded event in American history. It really does say America began here.